tous les Spartiates, bienvenue au Maître Kajim, une salle où il y a que la souffrance qui paye, en direct de Manchester. Et aujourd'hui, j'arrive avec du lourd, du très très lourd, 115 kilos, 115 kilos. I said that I come with the big one in French.
And I would say bonjour, the right time. Yeah.
And aujourd'hui, en direct de Manchester, j'arrive avec AG. Okay, her name is, son vrai prénom c'est Andrej. So everybody call him AG. Tout le monde l'appelle AG. Alors on va parler anglais, on va parler français. Je vais essayer de traduire. Aujourd'hui, je vais vous faire profiter de l'expérience d'un des quand même des plus gros coachs ici à Manchester et surtout juge international. Donc il va nous parler de son parcours. On va vous donner des conseils. On va faire plusieurs parties. D'accord. La vidéo, elle peut être un tout petit peu longue. On va la partager peut-être en plusieurs parties. On verra, suivant le déroulement. I said that it will be long, but we will separate in many parts.
Yeah.
Okay, the video. Le but, c'est de vous faire partager le maximum possible. We will start with present yourself.
Myself, yeah. Okay, so how did I start bodybuilding? I started bodybuilding when I was 13 years old.
13.
13 years.
Il a commencé le bodybuilding à 13 ans.
Yeah, so that was a sport that you usually would do it like, or there's something wrong with you.
Yeah. In Poland.
In Poland, yeah.
Okay. Il est polonais d'origine.
Yeah, so or you would, normally people would like, there's something wrong with you to do that, or you come out from prison.
Ok. Ce qu'il a dit, c'est que quand tu commences le bodybuilding très jeune, à 13 ans, soit tu es bizarre ou soit tu sors de prison. Ouais.
Yeah, so it wasn't popular sport whatsoever. It
Ok.
was not
C'était pas très populaire. How old are you? C'est à quel âge?
13 years old then, yeah, 13. Now?
No, now.
38, 30,
So,
39, yeah.
same age, c'est-à-dire qu'on a le même âge, on a 38 ans, donc ça fait à peu près...
Younger, of course, than me. The life experience me.
25 years of experience, 25 ans d'expérience. It's... Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And I still love the sport. We still love and breathe sport.
Yeah, because we are really
Day in, day out,
passionate.
yeah.
And why you start bodybuilding? What is the but?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You right there?
So why you start? What is your plan? C'était quoi le plan? Pourquoi tu as commencé en fait? Dans quel but?
It was. It's quite funny because I was always the smallest person.
Il était le plus
I
petit.
was always petite, always small, always the shortest in the class, but I was always competitive.
Il aimait la compétition, même petit.
So I always wanted to be the best in everything, the fastest,
Yeah.
whatever I could.
Être le plus rapide, le plus compétitif. Ok.
And once we had a competition when I was like 12 years old, in a changing room with the boys, you know, when you do pull-ups.
Yeah, pull-ups, traction,
Yeah,
tout ça.
so everybody was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do 3, or I'm gonna do 2. AJ, how many you can do? I don't know." And I couldn't do pull-up.
You couldn't.
I couldn't do one
Et il n'arrivait
pull-up.
pas à faire des tractions.
So everybody, "Oh, AJ, you can't even do pull-up." And that hit me so hard
Ça l'a tellement touché.
that when we break for holiday, and
Ouais.
we have a 2 months of holiday, so it's
2 mois d'été, de congé, ouais.
62, around 70
Yeah.
days.
You train.
Every day, every single day, I was on a pull-up, and I end up doing 78 pull-ups. So after 2 months, I transfer my body, and when I come back to school, but I was also, puberty, so I grow.
Yeah.
I come out from holiday, I had the muscle, and everybody was like, "What the hell happened?" You know,
Il était en pleine puberté, donc il a transformé, c'est une transformation de jeune en puberté, donc il s'est entraîné pour. Ok, donc so you do the pull-ups.
Yeah, do the pull-ups, and I come back to school, and there was like competition with pull-ups, and I just literally did like 78 from like easy, like easy, and everybody, wow, and I did also because my dad gave me a book when I was young.
Yeah.
When I was young, my dad gave me a book, Beauty, Bodybuilding, and Strength. It's an old book from
Il lui a
70s.
donné un livre, beauté, bodybuilding et force. Ouais.
Yeah. And he was the person who fit the pull-up bar for me to do it,
Ouais.
and he got me small dumbbells when I was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
So kindergarten, I was like age of 6 or 7,
Yeah.
and my dad came first time and picked me up, and he brought
And
me
your
little
dad
pink.
your dad doing bodybuilding when you were. He go to the gym when.
My dad?
Yeah.
No, he never. He always was. He liked the things like Rambo, like
Rambo, le mec
Terminator,
with muscles,
yeah.
ok. Donc son père, il aimait les gens qui sont
But he's
musclés, mais
big.
lui,
He's still, my dad is like, if he puts shirt like me,
Yeah.
he's still the same width like me, and I
okay,
train,
donc,
but he's just like big.
So he have a good genetics.
Yeah, yeah.
Ok, il a une bonne génétique. Donc voilà les amis, hein, donc ça aussi ça joue. Hein, ok. Donc tu as commencé par rapport à ça. You start with this.
Yeah.
And how much la première année, comment tu as changé? The first year, who was the transformation when you start?
So when I had that book,
Yeah.
that Beauty, Bodybuilding and Strength, it was giving sample of training, what Arnold Schwarzenegger did, what diet he did. You know, so it was like a shake, making shake from high-fat cream and high-fat milk, mix it together.
Ça, c'est les techniques d'entraînement d'Arnold, comment il mange, comment il s'entraîne.
Eat cottage cheese, eat. So I was literally religiously, but I didn't have a lot of knowledge about nutrition.
So you do it
Yeah, so
like this.
Yeah, so I was eating oats in that amount that my dad told me if we forced the horse to eat that amount of oats, he would die. Like,
C'est-à-dire qu'il mangeait beaucoup, quoi.
yeah, so, but I was still doing that, and then I started researching, started looking into medical books, nutrition.
When
books.
you start seriously,
Yeah, literally, like with the pull-ups, I wanted everything. I was like, with me, it's like 100% or nothing. So I was already like, I want to see magazines. I want to
qu'il
see
était
what
dedans,
they
c'est
eat.
fini, c'est lancé, c'était 100%. C'était, et this passion, this ambition that you have, at this moment, you think that you will have many competition, you think that you will be a good coach, you have it in mind?
No. I never
enjoy.
I just enjoyed. I enjoy that. I can change something myself. I can rebuild it. Like a sculpture, create something.
Il kiffait toujours construire son physique, donc c'était un kiff pour lui. Donc il pensait pas aux compétitions, ni rien du tout. Ok.
Yeah, so you know what? Like it was funny because I made my dumbbells at home. My dad helped me to make a
Et donc
bar.
il a refait une barre à la maison, des dumbbells, des haltères.
It was quite heavy, but I was constantly the strength going up. And I was growing. And I was, like after workout, I was measuring my bicep. Thinking, if I grow at that speed, wow, that's what it is. And then I signed up to the first gym, and I was like.
When you go to the first gym, at which
I
age?
think I was 14 or 15 years old. It was dodgy,
15 ans à peu près,
gym.
ouais. 15 ans, il a commencé à faire la musculation dans une salle de sport, donc il a commencé avec les moyens modestes. And when you start thinking about doing competition, when exactly?
When
Quand
probably
t'as
I
commencé
was
à-
like after a year of training, I see more Flex magazine. I already had news
Commencé avec les Flex magazines. Ouais.
posters and how my mom was like, take that off. Me and my
Sa mère a
cousin,
commencé à lui dire enlève les posters.
me and my cousin was watching Pumping Iron.
Yeah, Pumping Iron.
All the videos from
Yeah.
Olympia War.
Yeah.
Olympia Battle for Olympia.
Olympia, oui.
And it was like, oh yeah, on VHS cassettes and everything
Yeah.
like that. So it was like, oh, completely taken by that. We built also basement gym first, and then we went to so it was 14, 15 when we signed up to the gym.
Ok, donc you start 1 year of training, and 1 year of training naturally.
Natural, yeah.
Ok, natural. Alors, on va remettre les choses.
I was natural up to 23, so it's 10 years. After 10 years.
10 ans naturel, les gars. 10 ans.
And I was 100 kilo. I hit 100 kilo.
Il a touché les 100 kilos, 1m82, 182,
Yeah.
1m82 naturel. Il a pas touché. Ok. Now, and when, at which age you start competition?
22.
22, your first show. In
First show.
bodybuilding.
Yes.
Bodybuilding or classic bodybuilding?
That was only bodybuilding then.
Bodybuilding. Donc,
Because
il a commencé en
2000,
bodybuilding.
2008, 2009.
Voilà.
So 2000,
I will put some photo of
2007,
you.
yeah.
You will send me some photo. I will put it in.
So that was my first show, and that was just
Regardez les photos en même temps.
you bodybuilder and you small bodybuilder or you big bodybuilder. That's it.
Petit bodybuilder ou gros bodybuilder. Il y a pas entre les deux.
There's nothing like
Il n'y avait
that
pas
then.
les autres catégories. Ok.
Yeah.
Et ta première compétition, tu l'as fait naturel. The first contest, you do it naturally.
Yeah.
La première compétition, elle a fait naturel. Ok. C'est que you don't, at this moment, you don't think about roads or no.
No. It's just like just being able, like even that me and my cousin was really struggling in England because we came in as a kids.
Yeah.
you know, like 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
So we had a little room, you know.
Donc ils sont venus de Pologne pour venir en Angleterre. Donc ils n'avaient pas beaucoup de moyens. Donc ils étaient dans leur petit coin, une petite maison, un petit studio. Ok.
Yeah, so it was literally the size of two mattresses.
Yeah,
That's the size of the
I
room.
know. Yeah.
And we was living like that. For
Student room. Yeah.
No, it wasn't even a room. It was a kitchen that somebody put the plasterboard in between.
Ok.
And it was a space like this. That was the room. And we could only open the doors and sleep there.
Ah ouais, c'était des petites pièces. Ok.
Yeah, so we had the bathroom on the floor and we
Yeah.
had to
Ah
take
ok. This one. Yeah.
and then we had to go to the shower at the gym because there was no like bathroom to wash.
Okay.
So there was only sink or toilet. There was nothing
Okay.
there. So, but we was living the dream because we was earning money. We was going to the gym.
Yeah.
We go to.
Avec des moyens modestes, ils rêvaient parce que ils s'entraînaient, tout ça. Ok. Donc, so you do your first contest. You place it good?
No,
No.
I didn't. I placed it. I think third or fourth.
Ok. Donc il était quatrième à peu près.
Yeah.
But
that didn't stop me because that wasn't like, oh, this is shit. This is this.
Non, c'est-à-dire qu'il a pas été déçu. You continue.
Yeah, it was just for me. Yeah, I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna do better, and we'll see next year.
Okay. How much contest you do? In 10 years? 10 years of competing?
In 10 years, yeah. 20 something shows.
20 shows? Okay.
More than that, yeah.
Okay. And you compete with IFBB?
Yeah, IFBB, UK, BFF, NAC.
NAC, IFBB, UK.
Yeah, because that was the federation only.
À cette époque-là, il n'y avait que ces fédérations-là. Ok. Là, je vais te poser des questions. I will tell you a question.
Yeah.
And 1 minute and you answer me honestly. Okay.
Yeah.
Maintenant, now you are a coach. Okay, you are a prep coach, posing coach, coach de posing, prep coach.
Massage, physiothérapie.
Massage, physiothérapie. He do many certificates. Il a fait beaucoup de certificats et tout.
I finished also biomechanics and sports science.
Voilà. Il a fait beaucoup d'études, biomécanique, anatomie. Le conseil, I will say it in French, le conseil que tu donnes pour celui qui va débuter en musculation. The advice that you give for someone who will start going to the gym. I will not talk about bodybuilding. Je parle pas de bodybuilding. We'll go to the gym.
Gym for mainly health reasons, just want to do. So find the gym you like, find the gym you enjoy or something on the gym. If it's a classes, it can be classes you can pick on.
Trouvez un endroit qui vous plaît, une salle qui vous plaît.
Yeah, or get yourself a coach at the gym, or just start reading. Get yourself fascinated with your new hobby. Get yourself interested in it. Get yourself, you know.
Il faut que vous vous intéressez. Because when you start, you know that many people start gym only about result, not about
journey.
what the gym will give to her mentally or physically.
Which is quite a huge thing because, you know, Diana, she's a psychotherapist and she talks about a lot, Dietel of my wife. Dietel
parle de sa femme qui est dans le milieu de tout ce qui est sociologie et tout.
How transferable that is. How transferable you're psychologically going to get stronger by building your body. Yeah. So it's all together.
C'est-à-dire quand vous êtes en train de travailler votre mental et votre corps, ça vous aide beaucoup dans la vie de tous les jours. When someone will start, by what we start? On commence par quoi?
So, if you sign yourself up to the gym,
quelqu'un qui est allé à la salle là, il a pris un abonnement. Someone take the gym and he take a membership.
But don't do mistake like usually do people. I sign up and I go on the bike or I go on the treadmill. If you want to go on the treadmill, go outside. Don't pay for it. Just go outside, go for a walk.
N'allez pas juste que pour le cardio, il a dit. Sinon, vous pouvez le faire ailleurs. Ouais.
Also, when you're going to feel intimidated, because there's usually like different guys, you know, guys in the vest.
Vous commencez à être intimidé, les gens ils sont débardeurs, etc.
It's completely natural. We all feel it. We all been there.
Tout le monde en a eu ça. Ouais.
Just go there and use the facility. Go try the machine. Ask question. make a friends. Nowadays, we live in society that we're struggling to talk
Essayez
to
d'être
other
social,
people.
essayez d'être social, allez tester, faites des erreurs, quelqu'un va vous aider, etc. Demandez. You know that now the gym, you don't have many coach there. The
No.
gym is free, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you will not have coach or something like that. So someone, you need to start by what? Doing program, il fait un programme, or doing a plan of diet, or how?
I would just, because like a lot of people ask me, what diet plan is good? The one you're gonna stick to. So I wouldn't go anything complicated. If you want to do changes in your life, so normal Joe, normal person.
Une personne normale pour la diète.
Sign up to the gym and want to be healthy. I would still advise, do your blood work. Do your blood work just for reason to check where you are.
Alors, ça veut dire que la première chose à faire, faire une prise de sang. La prise de sang, là, on parle pour la santé. On parle pas de produits ou machin. We are not talking about road or something.
No. We're talking about normal person, baseline
voilà.
person who just want to sign to the gym.
Une personne normale, c'est-à-dire qu'il faut qu'elle fasse une prise de sang pour savoir ce qu'elle a exactement. Ok.
Because you want to sign up to the gym, so you want to get some knowledge, and you want to get some knowledge about your own body.
Okay, vous allez
the
apprendre pas mal
nutrients.
de choses par rapport à vous. Ouais.
So you want to understand more. So with a blood work, you will be able to understand more what your body needs, what you're in deficit of.
Ouais, comment vous allez faire un déficit, qu'est-ce que votre corps il a besoin.
Then you can look on okay, maybe my sugar is not right, maybe your cholesterol's too high. So then you can say,
voilà, il faut voir l'insuline, il faut voir la glycémie, il faut avoir le cholestérol, ouais.
So instead of going to crazy diet plans you're never going to stick to because it's hard, so no diet is easy. You, for example, instead of putting 3 teaspoons of sugar to every coffee you have, put 1. First change.
Elle a dit, regardez, par exemple, il y en a plein qui prennent du sucre, ils mettent 5-6 cuillères de sucre. Bah, s'il commence à mettre qu'une seule, déjà, il a fait un changement. Voilà, donc ça, c'est des petits changements qui...
And I gotta tell you that, let's say you have 4 drinks through the day.
Ouais.
4 drinks through the day. 4 drinks, 2 teaspoons of sugar, that's 10 grams. 40 grams, 10 grams, 40 grams, 4 times 4, 160 calories out. And we create a deficit.
Ok, donc le déficit, tu peux le faire si tu enlèves quelques petits trucs. Maintenant, soyons honnêtes. Les gens qui te disent il faut manger beaucoup pour prendre beaucoup de masse musculaire. Many persons say that you need to eat you need many meals in order to be like that. What is your answer?
My answer for that, you need a lot of food. Definitely. If you want to put a lot of muscle tissue,
vous avez besoin de beaucoup d'aliments.
Gradually,
il faut y aller doucement. Il faut pas brusquer le corps. Il faut don't not shock your metabolism.
No. It doesn't, because if you eat too much calories, you're just gonna.
Quand vous allez bouffer beaucoup, soit vous allez stocker du gras, ou soit c'est au chiottes. Toilet. Okay.
Yeah, but you will build up gradually your calorie intake.
Okay.
So the amount of meals depend on your appetite and digestion.
Voilà, ça veut dire que tout dépend de la personne, si elle a de l'appétit ou si elle a le niveau de digestion.
It's not true that you have to eat every 2 hours. It's bullshit.
Et pour lui, il dit que les gens qui disent qu'il faut manger tous les 2 heures, c'est pas... Why?
Yeah. Because there is no such thing like every 2 hours you need a absorption of protein. Your body digests food through a whole day.
Le corps, il a la digestion toute la journée, donc c'est pas que tous les 2 heures qu'il digeste. Ok, donc ça c'est un phénomène qui n'est pas validé. Ok. Ton conseil pour une prise de masse réussie. Your advice for a bulking success.
Bulking success. Don't be scared of bulking.
Ne pas avoir peur de la prise de masse.
Because nowadays everybody I want to have abs. If you're gonna have abs, you're never gonna do progress.
Et si tu as peur de perdre tes abdos, alors il faut y aller, il faut bouffer, il faut pas avoir. After that, you will cut and you will see the abs.
There's always time for everything.
Donc, le temps de la prise de masse et le temps de la sèche.
The same for women's, because they're scared of bulking.
I see a word in France. It's prise de masse sèche. It's bulking shredded. Exist or not?
No, not naturally.
Not naturally.
There's no process like that. You can't
take muscles, only muscles.
Yeah, It's like you want to build an extension in a house. You have a workers, but you don't have bricks.
Okay.
So how are you going to build it?
Okay. But naturally, it's not possible. Naturellement, c'est pas possible.
No.
But you think with steroids, it's possible?
Yes, because you have a much more hypertrophy increase, much increased regeneration.
Beaucoup d'hypertrophie
It's
musculaire.
more possible to do it with anabolic because your hormone level is much higher in the blood plasma. So
Okay.
you can actually,
L'hormone, elle est plus haute que...
your body use much more food and everything to build.
Okay.
Because imagine you have, let's put it straight, steroids, anabolic steroids, it's a medical substance.
C'est médical.
For sick people.
C'est pour les gens malades.
So, for example, you have a person with HIV who's dying, he can't consume food, and he's losing weight. When he takes that, with small amount of calories, he will put the size back.
C'est-à-dire qu'avec le minimum possible d'alimentation, on prononce ces produits-là qui contre sa maladie, ben, il arrive à prendre un tout petit peu de masse musculaire. Donc tous les produits ne sont pas faits que pour le bodybuilding. Hein. It's not only for bodybuilding. It's here to help people.
It's not even for bodybuilding. Let's start from that. They took it to.
Ils l'ont transformé l'utilisation. Okay. What you think? Tell me an advice. The most important advice for cutting.
Cutting.
What is your method for cutting?
Calorie
la
deficit.
sèche. Quelle est sa méthode pour la sèche?
Creating calorie deficit. That
The
there's
base.
no the base. There is no magic pill. There is no magic training. There is no
Il n'y a
magic
pas de magique
cardio.
entraînement, il n'y a pas de magie cardio. Il faut déficit calorique. Déficit
That's
calorique.
it. The deficit calorie. You can even minimize the cardio amount if your deficit calorie is right, but not to the point that you're losing muscle tissue.
Okay. Donc, if we start losing mass tissue, we need to start to stop and to do
To
something.
create calorie deficit by, for example, intensity on the training or
Il faut jouer sur l'intensité de l'entraînement.
another, for example, bullshit I just gonna mention is increase of amount of repetition to cut. If I do 10 to 25,
Alors, si j'ajoute beaucoup
I'm gonna get ripped.
de répétitions,
It
est-ce que
doesn't
je
work
vais...
like that.
Il a dit
That
non.
actually is brilliant hypertrophy method. And I'm
Ok,
gonna
ça c'est pour
explain
faire de
why.
l'hypertrophie, pour pouvoir congestionner.
Because you increase amount of oxygen in the muscle tissue, which
Okay.
actually helps to build up the muscle tissue and increase lactic acid
Okay.
in the muscle, would create the damage.
Ok, donc
So
tu peux te blesser si tu fais beaucoup de répétitions quand tu es en sèche. Ok, when you are cut.
But when you're
Ouais.
actually cutting, it's small amount of repetition, 8 to 12, which
8 to
previously
12,
was
de
like
8 à 12 à
bulking,
peu près,
because
ouais.
then you prevent muscle from degradation. You send the signal to muscle
Moins
to
de
contract.
dégradation des tissus.
And then you're using also fat tissue as a source of energy because non-oxidized.
Ok. Donc, this is your advice for cutting.
Yeah,
Okay.
calorie deficit, definitely.
What is your advice for someone who want to start bodybuilding?
Bodybuilding,
Quelqu'un qui veut commencer le bodybuilding, quel est ton conseil?
why? Like first question would be why? Why you
You
wanna
know,
do
you
it?
know, you know that now
It's fashionable.
it's
When
c'est
we
la
started,
fashion.
when we started,
Oh,
it wasn't
no,
fashionable.
no.
It was like you're a weirdo. You're weird. You're going to the, why are you doing that? You crazy?
It's
learn math. Learn math and
know,
learn. Go to the books.
You know, me when I start or you, we start for our satisfaction
Yeah.
personally.
There was never for some. There was obviously people who did it. Oh, I want to have a big bicep because I want that girl to like it. The girls don't like it.
Il a dit, il veut commencer pour avoir des gros bras pour la meuf qu'on aime.
On holiday, I have much more guys coming to me like, "Oh wow, you look good."
Il a dit, il y a beaucoup plus de mecs qui viennent me voir que de filles. D'accord.
The girls doesn't come. The girls are like,
Les meufs, ils aiment pas parce qu'il était trop gros. Now, you know that many people on Instagram, they see boom, they see that, they see this, they see that, and they want to. It's as you know, it's fashionable, you know.
Yeah.
C'est la fashion week, ok. Et tout le monde veut y aller faire du bodybuilding et tout. Mais le conseil que tu donnes, your advice, so why you want to do it?
Yeah, why you want to ask yourself why you want to do it? Why? What's that drives you to do it? What's the reason for it? And also that not only gonna give you answer and reason to do it and push, but also you're gonna understand yourself more. Maybe there is some
Il faut
underlying
que tu trouves la
issues.
raison pour laquelle tu commences. Ouais.
Maybe there is some underlying issues that actually you want to deal with.
Okay.
Maybe there is some trauma in your life that you want to deal with. Maybe there is something.
Parce que tu as beaucoup de problèmes dans ta vie, donc tu as envie de tu as envie de devenir la meilleure version de toi-même, tu as envie de... Voilà, c'est chacun...
Maybe you want to run away from something.
Voilà,
maybe,
t'as peur de quelque chose, tu vas te mettre dans le bodybuilding. Aujourd'hui, comment on peut choisir un coach? How we can choose her coach?
Choose your coach. Definitely do the research.
Faites une recherche. It's the most popular coach it's the one that you will choose. The most popular coach, you will choose it or it's not the
I don't
reason.
know how not the reason, no. Definitely for me would be important how he looks like.
Comment il est déjà, physiquement? Physically, okay.
But
mentally,
okay. Yes. So
sa façon de how
you know when you click with people, yeah. So I would definitely do.
Comment il va travailler avec toi, quelle est son attitude, comment il va discuter avec toi. Ouais.
Think about it like your investment. It's your investment. So go and speak. Go arrange yourself, like conversation with him, online conversation, and speak to him. See if you click. If he have the same value what you have. If he have the same drive what you have. Because you're gonna have a lot of people. You know yourself. A lot of people like, yeah, and you're just another number.
Okay.
And you're paying for the service. It's like when you go and pick your new car, you're gonna go to this garage, to this garage.
Yeah.
And usually you're gonna buy the car in a place that you like the salesman.
Yeah, because the salesman, l'attitude.
So that's the thing. If I would choose coach, I would definitely go, because nowadays it's a lot of confusion. Because somebody's popular doesn't mean that it's really good.
C'est pas parce qu'il est populaire qu'il peut être c'est le meilleur. Okay, so
because I'm not criticizing anybody, but how somebody who's 19 years old can have, I don't know, 5 million followers on Instagram.
Il a 19 ans, il a 5 millions d'abonnés. How he can get more experience?
Yeah, like experience after one
19
show.
Ans, comment il a fait juste une compétition, il est juste connu parce que les gens le like, etc. Il va devenir un bon coach, quoi.
Which I'm not criticizing, like I said, it's this thing, but it's just let's be logical. Yeah.
How he start, when he start.
Yeah.
1 year, 2 year, and 1 year, 2 year, you will not have the most perfect package of knowledge.
Yeah, it's like your body is your business.
Yeah.
And you're looking for your manager, your top man, your head of the business. You're going to pick the kid from a school? Or you're going to pick the person who has been in business for years?
Voilà, si tu cherches, soit tu vas prendre le manager, ou est-ce que tu vas prendre celui qui sort de l'école. Mais si tu vas chercher celui qui a le plus d'expérience, because who will have more experience will help you to grow so fast.
Yes.
If he put her experience in your service.
Yeah. So obviously it's come test and see, everything like, it's going to be try and error, how they call it. Because everybody's different, because it's normal. But you need to be in communication with a trainer, with a coach. You need to
The disponibility, ça veut dire qu'il faut il est disponible, le coach. And how, after, for example, 6 months or 1 year, how you judge that you have a good coach? Comment tu juges que tu as un bon coach?
Definitely, like I said, communication, and the progress you made.
Okay.
So how you feeling, how you see yourself. Obviously, keeping the track of progress is very important, because if you see yourself, you're the person who sees yourself in the mirror every day. So keep the track of the pictures. Keep in contact with your coach. Updates, everything. How he treats you for the year. How he approach you. And you will notice that things change.
Yeah.
You mentally change. You physically change. You feel better.
Yeah.
You understand more, which I think is the most thing that people don't look into. It's like, are you more intelligent about the nutrition on the end of that year? Or you still need to...
C'est-à-dire qu'il faut apprendre de son coach aussi. Est-ce qu'à la fin de l'année, vous avez appris beaucoup plus en nutrition, en alimentation, etc.
It's not just have this, go do that. Okay. Have this.
Il faut pas que vous exécutez bêtement. Ça veut dire qu'il faut que vous demandez à la personne pourquoi ci, pourquoi ça. Maintenant, on va parler de quelque chose aussi, prévention. On tient à dire prévention. Prevention, okay? You know that many people use steroids.